Some of us have heard the power of one more. Ed Milet says that. When you start on this journey of becoming a better version of you, of improving your life, of becoming your higher self, on working on becoming the version of you that you would admire in all ways, and then helping others do the same, you'll start learning stuff. It's just part of it. It's just going to happen because you're going to research. And you'll start getting suggested some videos. The universe will put videos in front of you. You'll come across maybe this video. Hi, nice to meet you if this is the first time here. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for clicking in. And you'll learn things and you'll apply things that you learned. Like, oh, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try controlling my emotions. I'm going to try exercising. I'm going to try designing my life. I'm going to try living on purpose. I'm going to try. And you're going to start picking up these things and you're going to see that they work. But then in the process, you'll have your experience with that thing that you learned, and you'll tweak it a little bit, and it'll become yours, or you'll make it a little different. And that's the beauty, and that's the excitement of being able to help others do the same. The reason why that works is because when we absorb something from the internet or from a book or from a speaker or from whatever, and you absorb it and you apply it and you get some sort of result, usually a good result when you intake good information, you now change it. And now you, with your elements and properties and components that you carry, say it different, it'll hit different, and a different group of people will relate to it. That's the beauty of that second part of creating a designed life, of living a designed life, of living on purpose, becoming the version of you that you would admire in all ways, and help others do the same. You can't just take. You shouldn't just take. You got to give back. You got to be part of that cycle. Everything is cyclical, everything. And if you could be somebody who absorb this video, absorb other videos, absorb everything that you're learning, now that you decided to become your higher self, to live to your full potential, you have to continue that circle. And but they could just go read that person I read, that they could go watch that video I watched, they could go to that seminar. It's not the same, because now you spit it different, now you show it different, now you'll relate to someone a little different. You'll grab some from this person, from this person, from this person, from this. You'll do all these things, and some of them will sit well with you, some of them will work better than others, some of them. And at the same time, as you're bringing all these different ingredients, knowledge, wisdom into your life, and you apply it, you come up with your own version of it, your own style, your own vibration of it, I dare to say. And because you're talking it with your energy and your looks and your unique existence, your unique being, it's gonna hit a different group of people different. Don't forget about the element that says, and help others do the same. Oh, but I don't want to talk about this. Oh, but I don't want to do this. The objections. Eventually, if you continue to become that version of you that you would admire, someone's gonna ask, how'd you do it? There. That's where you help others do the same. Some of you will have kids. If you earn that spot of being a hero, if you look at yourself and say, damn, Your kids are going to look at you and say, damn, hero status. And they're going to ask, how'd you do it? That's where you do that second part and help others do the same. Or you're going to keep it from them. Figure it out yourself. No, you shouldn't. It's a cycle. Be part of the cycle. Someone taught you. Someone taught me. Someone's teaching me. I'm absorbing every day. You got to intake wisdom every day by somebody who's ahead of you, way ahead of you. Especially if it's those rare people that are sharing it. And I'm talking about all the parts of life. Health, finances, love, spirituality, connection with the universe, God, however you refer to the source of creation. One of the things that I gathered and turned around a little bit that helped me start and create momentum was, I love the just one more. I use it all the time. Every day, multiple times a day, I use the power of one more. I twisted it a little bit, tweaked it and adjusted, and came up with something that helped me start exercising consistently every day by just starting and saying just one. I get the chills because it changed my life. It really did. Man, it won't stop. That's crazy. That's never happened while I'm recording. I've gotten the chills. Sorry. I've gotten the chills before when I'm by myself, talking to self. I have that conversation. It's me and my conscience. It's a back and forth often. Got to make a video about that. That's pretty cool. Talking to yourself. Because it's not, you're not, there's, what is it? There's two people? No, but there's my conscience and myself. Hello. Sorry, I lost my train of thought a little bit. Just do one. Just one. The power of just one. The power of just one, I said. I said to myself. Conscience said to self. Just do one push-up. That's it. And I was like, just one? Why not? It's a step in the right direction. And that's what started the concept, the idea of just one. And it was in early September 2022. On the kitchen, up against the kitchen counter. Standing up, if you will. Hands on the edge of the kitchen counter. One. That was it. In the morning. I challenge, and you have to exercise. You have to. Because of the discipline it's going to give you. Because of the discipline that you're creating for yourself. I used to hate I shouldn't say hate. I don't like using that word. That's one of the words I do not like. I removed it from my vocabulary, and still this day I catch myself saying it, and I correct myself. I don't like using that word. I see it even threw me off. That broke the whole. See what happens? Your energies kind of trip a little bit. Hopefully I could get back here and not stall this video so much. I apologize in advance. hopefully I could gather myself and come back to where I was going. But the power of just one push-up. That's all I did. And saying you have to exercise. Oh, discipline. Me and the word discipline didn't get along. Anytime I would meet up with the word discipline, I did a short about this on TikTok. Anytime me and discipline would meet up, it's usually because I was in trouble. But I found out that discipline is just doing the things that I say I'm going to do. And when you start with something small, daily, consistently breaking it down in less fanciness every day. Oh, but I take weekends off. No, you don't. Who said? Who told you? The corporate world? You take 2 days off from being the best human you could possibly be? To become less of a human Saturdays and Sundays, or 2 days off, whatever? No. Every day. Every day. Does your heart stop beating on Saturdays and Sundays? Do you stop breathing on Saturdays and Sundays? No. You're the best version of you every day till your last day. The biggest thing that I've gotten by starting with just one push-up a day is the discipline to do one push-up a day. Up against the counter. I'm not even saying get on the floor. I haven't yet. I'm still doing them up against the counter or the bumper of my truck. I haven't even gotten straight horizontal. I'm like at a 45 right now. And I've researched and I've heard from other people who exercise way more intensely than I do, that the biggest, and they're way farther ahead, way farther up ahead, and becoming the version of them that they would admire than I would be, than I am currently. But it goes to show you that, some people are way ahead and some people are just right next to you. They're running right next to you. Run next to me. I'm not ahead. I still got way more to go. And I just started with one push-up. The power of just one. Up against the kitchen counter. That started the baby momentum of having the discipline to do it every day. I don't know how long it took, but I can guarantee you that I don't even have to tell you when you start doing 2 a day. You'll know. One will be a struggle up against the sink. God dang. Some folks, I'm sure out there, by day 2, they'll be like, I can do 2. But the mission is to not skip a day. 1 is easy not to do. But like Jim Rohn said, what's easy to do is also easy not to do. So you want to get the ideas like, why am I doing this? To create my own discipline. My discipline for me. You're not doing this for nobody else. Yet. At the beginning, it's all for you. I've said it before. You is always first at the beginning. And then it gets to a point where you're doing it for others, to inspire others, to teach others to do the same. But at the very beginning, just focus on you. 1 push-up a day before. No, but you gotta look around, make sure nobody's there, if that's your thing. Or look around, make sure someone's there. But I get it. Nobody's there. Cool. Do 1 push-up. Bam. You want to know what else happens? Is that when you do it and the day goes by and then the day's over and you did that 1 yesterday, you build confidence. You earn confidence. Confidence is earned. Confidence is earned by doing the things that you said you're going to do to improve your life. And if you did it, you earn your confidence. No one can take that away from you. You'll walk just a little different that next day. You'll sit in your car or the bus or your bike, or you'll walk down the street, whatever the thing is that you do, just a little different than the day before. Guaranteed. Then you'll eventually say, I'll do one in the morning and one at night. Right before I, start changing. I still have my clothes on, whatever. Boom. One. I promise that before you know it, if you don't skip a day, and if you do skip a day, do 2 push-ups that next morning. But a couple of things that I know that will happen. If you don't skip a day, you'll automatically move into doing 2 push-ups a day, then 3 push-ups a day, then 4 push-ups a day. Then if you have the abilities that you'll do whatever set you're on, 1 push-up a day, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. Or if you're up at 2 now, you could do 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 in the evening. Or if you have that luxury where you're at home a lot, or at your workplace, it's easy to do, or you use your break, 1 in the morning, 1 during my first break, 1 in my lunch, 1 in my second break, 1 when I get home, 1 in the evening. You'll do that because you're living a designed life. And if you design yourself, the version of you that you would admire, that fool exercises every day. Because every day he's working on becoming the version of him that you admire. He's not going to admire you Monday through Friday and then I don't admire that fool Saturday and Sunday. You admire him every day. So you need to do these things every day. So now you're doing, let's say, 1 in the morning, 1 in the first break, 1 at lunch. Just 1. You don't got to get all crazy and put on your work gym outfit and your fancy shoes and your sweatband. Your work boots, your whatever it is, your sneakers, whatever it is that you're rocking that day. Don't do sandals because they get slippery. You'll automatically start feeling better about yourself. That's called confidence. You'll gain confidence. And you'll automatically start moving into doing whatever sets you're doing, whether it's just 1 in the morning because that's all that you're able to do because of your schedule or whatever it is. But I know for a fact if you wake up at home, you come home at night. That would be, I think, your first upgrade. 1 in the morning, 1 at night. And you yourself know when to throw in another one in there. Before you go on a break, if you have a lunch, if whatever, maybe 1 in the morning, 1 when I get home, 1 at night. See, we're getting creative here as we go. It's that creativity to what? To become the version of you that you would admire in all ways and help others do the same. You start with just 1. The power of starting with just 1. You build the confidence. But another thing, like I said, that could happen is that if you skip a day, what you got to tell yourself, it's just 1. How difficult is that? Why is that? Why should I skip that? Shame on me if I skip that. You're saying that because you're telling yourself, I failed. Face it if you fail. And then go do an act of love. Go like, yeah, don't worry about it. Let's go take a nice shower. That's an act of love. Go put on your favorite t-shirt. That's an act of love. And then put it behind you. It's past. It's done. You learn from it. What? I don't like the way failing feels, especially when I have full control of it. I should have done that push-up up against the counter, but I didn't. I failed. It's not going to happen. And tomorrow I'm going to do 2. Matter of fact, right now, wherever I'm at, where's the counter? Where's the table? Where's my bumper on my truck? I'm going to do it. Bam. I made up for it. Makeup day. I just made up for that one that I didn't. So not only did I didn't do it yesterday, so I failed. I recognized the failed. I squared up and said, yeah, I was accountable. Own it. I messed up. I forgave myself. I did an act of love for myself. And then I made up for it And right then and there, I did one, a random one right there to make up for that fail that I did. Now you're caught up again. Boom. But don't let those fails stack up. Ask yourself at the end of the day, did I do all the things that I have to do today, that I told myself that I was going to do, that I was committed to doing, that I'm building discipline to do, to become the version of me that I would admire so I could help others do the same? Loved ones or strangers, both, everybody. But there's a place to start, whatever you feel comfortable with. The power of one. Just start. You gain so much from exercising. Bonus, you're healthier. Your insides function better. You'll start getting curious on, what if I do 3 or 5? All those times that I have set up for them. What if I add another exercise? We could talk about those in another video. But that starts because of the power of one. The one push-up you did up against the kitchen counter, up against the table, up against the bumper of your car. Exercise, you've heard it everywhere. Exercise is good for you. Why? Because I'm going to a party and I want to look good? Not a good reason. Not a good enough reason. It's a good reason, but not a good enough reason. There's no longevity in that. That's instant gratification. Yeah, but the party's next year. Yeah, but the day after the party, are you going to get down? Are you going to keep on doing the exercise? No. Why? Because it was for the party. Party's over. Exercise is over. That's just instant gratification. That's the self. That's the body. I want to look good for the party, so I got to take care of this body for the party. I ain't trying to rhyme. I wish I could. But if you say, the version of me that I admire is fit, exercises every day, takes care of his body, takes care of his thoughts, takes care of his emotions, takes care of his energy, his thoughts, his emotions, his actions, and he takes care of the vessel that was gifted to him or her or they, them. They take care of it. And one of the ways to take care of it, one of the fundamental ways to take care of it, is to exercise every day. That's why. Don't take care of the gift that was given to you. You didn't buy that body. You didn't buy existence. It wasn't inherited to you by your parents, your folks, your relatives, whatever. You were gifted this body. And a fundamental way to take care of it is just exercising. Not for anything else, but just to show gratitude towards it. And not to mention that exercise keeps your vibration high. We won't get into that today. We'll talk about that in another video. Today is the power of just one. And I learned that through the remix that I'm telling you about earlier in the video. It helped me start. Now exercise is part of my everyday life. Every day. And I'm still up on the counter, like I said. And it's every chance I get. I do it throughout the day. Monday through Sunday. There's no days off. I don't take a day off in becoming the version of me that I would admire. We won't get into that whole thing again, but I'm not going to not admire myself for succeeding on Saturdays and Sundays. Why would I not take care of myself Monday through Sunday? I eat Monday through Sunday. We went through that already, of course. Remember, what's easy to do, it's easy not to do. You could start. I challenge you. I ask you. I encourage you. And hopefully I inspire you. Start by just doing one. Every day. And see what happens. or said a little different, and enjoy what happens.